Honorable members, I have the following direction to give. Honorable members, you recall that that yesterday morning we didn't transact various business from the Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution, and in that regard, the Chairperson Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution requested rescheduling to this afternoon. Therefore, I directed that the Office of the Clerk to publish a supplementary order paper for the purpose of consideration of the business. Honorable member, pursuant to standing order number 42.2, I wish to rearrange the business of the sittings such that we commence with the supplementary order paper. Clerk.
Mr. Speaker, in line with your directives, we begin the business in the supplementary order paper. Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair.
No communication from the chair.
Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers. Mr. Speaker, sir, there is a report to be laid in this House by the Honorable Ednand Kingori Wambogo, the Chairperson, Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution.
Very well, Honorable Ednand Kingori Wambogo, Chairperson, Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I wish to raise the paper, the report of the Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution on the approval for the nomination of Henry Kimani Kongo as Chief Officer for Public Administration and Devolution.
Very well, Honorable Ednand. The report having been duly tabled, the same shall be processed as directed by the House Business Committee pursuant to Standing Order 157.5D. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion. Mr. Speaker, sir, there is a notice of motion to be given by the Honorable Ednand Wambogo Kingori.
Honorable Ednand Wambogo Kingori, Chairperson, Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion that this House does adopt the report of the Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution on the approval for the nomination of Mr. Henry Kimani Kongo as Chief Officer for Public Administration and Devolution as a report of the House and the recommendation therein as the resolution of the House. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Notice of the motion is duly given, and the same shall be processed as directed by the House Business Committee pursuant to Standing Order 157.5D. Next order.
Order number 7, statements. Order number 8, motions and bills. Mr. Speaker, sir, under this order, there is a procedural motion to be moved by the Honorable Wambogo Kingori.
Very well, Honorable Ednand Wambogo Kingori.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move the following procedural motion that pursuant to Section 232, the motion that this House does adopt the report of the Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution on the approval for the nomination of Mr. Henry Kimani Kongo as Chief Officer for Public Administration and Devolution as a report of the House and the recommendation therein as the resolution of the House be exempted from the provision of the Standing Order 50, Sub-Article 2B, that requires a notice of motion to be given at least 1 day before the motion appears on the order paper. And I beg Honorable Gadogo to second.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker, I was waiting for your direction to call the seconder.
Okay. Honorable Gadongo, MCA Rishampondo.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm a member of that committee and I second.
Honorable members, the motion having been duly moved and seconded, I now propose the question is that pursuant to section 232, the motion that this House does adopt the report of the Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution on the approval for the nomination of Mr. Henry Kimani Kungo as Chief Officer for Public Administration and Devolution as a report of the House and recommendation therein as a resolution of the House be exempted from the provision of the Standing Order 55B that requires notice of the motion be given at least 1 day before the motion appears on the order paper. Honourable members, now I put the question, which is that pursuant to section 232, the motion that the House does adopt the report of the Committee of Public Service, Administration and Devolution on the approval for the nomination of Mr. Henry Kungo as a Chief Officer for Public Administration and Devolution as a report of the House and the recommendation therein as a resolution of the House be exempted from the provision of the Standing Order 55B that requires notice of a motion be given at least 1 day before the motion appears on the order paper. May those of the similar opinion say aye. May those of contrary opinion say nay. Ayes have it. Clerk, next order.
Mr. Speaker, having exhausted the business in the supplementary order paper, we proceed to the main order paper. Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair.
No communication from the chair.
Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers. Mr. Speaker, sir, there are a number of papers to be tabled. The first one being a paper by the Honorable Peter Gadongo Kamau, Chairperson, Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection.
Very well, Honorable Peter Gadongo Kamau, Chairperson, Committee on Education, Vocational Training and Culture, Gender and Social Protection.
Honorable Speaker, this is a report of the Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection on the letter on enhancement of ECD teachers' stipends in Nyandarua County. Honorable Speaker, today on Wednesday, the 24th day of September 2025, in the morning sitting, the Speaker directed that the Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection does investigate and inquire into the statement sought by Honorable Isaac Kong Wanjiru and encompass all the other 25 wards and consolidate the same with the statement sought by Honorable Engineer Samuel Limui Kayani, together with the matter of the stipends for contractual ECD teachers. As such, as directed on the matter, within 60 days, in a comprehensive report, the Committee on Education will come back to this House with that comprehensive report. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Matimu.
Mr. Speaker, this morning I was seated in the same committee with my chair. And I think we had a report because we had a letter from the CS office talking about stipends of the ECD teachers. Now I'm wondering where this issue has actually cropped up, whereby the chair, instead of bringing the report that we discussed this morning, he's talking of a totally different thing than what we had discussed in the committee, Mr. Speaker. I think it's our high time we stop being sycophants of the executive. That's very wrong.
Very well, Honorable Matimo. Honorable Gadungo.
Honorable Speaker, we did a meeting at 8:15 a.m. and after 8:15 a.m. we then came to the assembly, and these deliberations were made here in this assembly, Honorable Speaker. What Honorable Matimo should know is there are matters which we say have been overtaken by events. Thank you. I'm not a sycophant of the executive.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Member.
Mr. Speaker.
We now have a war between one committee. And Chairman, you need to undertake that it seems you are not agreeing, so you need to be voting. Honorable Gadongo, make sure in the next deliberation, you need now to look on your committee members, because it seems they are dissatisfied with our report.
Actually, it is your ruling, Honorable Speaker, which I'm following. And that is why I've said the Speaker directed the Committee on Education today, after we had met. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I think the ruling that you made was not on the issue to do with stipend. It is a report about ECD centers. And with us, even in our WhatsApp group of Education Committee, we have a report that was supposed to be tabled. This issue that Honorable Gadongo is coming up, it's a story that he has cooked within himself and is tabling before this Honorable House. The report that we had as the committee is in our WhatsApp group. I can actually even read it on his behalf because it's there. Whatever he's saying, and I'm repeating again, we should we should do our oversight duty without being an extension of the department, Mr. Speaker, because it is there. One of the issues that was there, Mr. Speaker, because I remember I was in that committee. The CS was undertaking function of the County Public Service Board, and we said that we should write to the county secretary informing him that in matter salaries, it's not his mandate; it's a mandate of the County Public Service Board. And that's one of the things that my chair was supposed to come and say in this Honorable House. Why is he running away from that, Mr. Speaker? It's very wrong and shameful.
Thank you, Honorable Members. I've listened to Honorable Matimo and the Chair, and because already you have tabled a progress report, and the Chairman has sought a leave, as explained. And because it's deserving, because it's covering the whole county, so I grant the leave as it has been sought by the Chairman. And Chairman, please ensure that within the stipulated time, all the members, Chairman, ensure the report is ready within the time requested. And honorable members, I know the report is signed by all members of the committee. So if they are dissatisfied, they need either not to sign or they have signed. But if you signed, that means you agreed with what she has.
Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker.
Maria.
Mr. Speaker, I am a member of the said committee. What the chair has brought here was not what was on the committee desk this morning. In fact, the sycophancy part is evident, so evident that we ask ourselves as a committee, does this committee belong to the chair alone? We as members have not signed anything. So, truth be told, we are at a different place. And We might just decide that he carries on the committee alone. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
An incitement, Mr. Speaker? An injection on the same?
Honorable Baba.
Point of.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, again on the same said committee. Remember the deliberations we had in the morning? It seems there is a great problem in that committee. In where, and I asked the chairman, directed to him, did you go for site visit? I heard what I meant with the same. Are you reading verbatimly the information you got from the department? Because what you are reporting is different. That was in the morning. Mr. Speaker, it is shameful and uncalled for when members of the said committee are standing on they rise on their feet, rubbishing what their chairman is saying. We need a serious ruling because any committee is an extension of this assembly. We can as well go and sit in any committee. I remember in the last assembly, there was a time I was a budget member. There was a time we denied the budget coming. The speaker appointed the committee of water, gave them the whole mandate, and they approved the budget cycle of 2019-2020 supplementary one, and it worked. So we should not be retold by that committee. I feel for the members when they rise on their feet and say what the chairman is reporting is what they agreed on. If I were a member, tomorrow morning we should be in a meeting off and sitting the same chairman. And then we get in another one who is going to respond to the people. You cannot belittle 9 members. It's shameful.
A point of information.
Thank you, honorable members.
A point of information, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, honorable members. Order, honorable members. From my earlier ruling this morning, I used the discretion of the Speaker, order number 1, and I directed that the chairman and the committee go and compile a comprehensive report and bring to this House for its adoption. So, for the discussion and adoption. So, because the chairman has tabled the preliminary report, honorable members, let's allow the chairman and the committee, they go and sit and they give us a comprehensive report.
Mr. Speaker, sir.
Honorable members, let us not belabor
Mr. Speaker.
on that debate, please.
Mr. Speaker, sir.
It's good to hear members.
Sentiments.
Already it has, I have ruled. I have ruled.
The members of the committee.
Order, members. Order.
Mr. Speaker, just 1 minute of.
Next order.
Is it really a Daragwa matter?
Order, Bugishoki.
You know the chair is taking people in circles with milk.
Still under the same order, Mr. Speaker, there is a paper to be laid in this House by the Honorable Hussein Dongo Kasana, the Chairperson, Legal Affairs, Labour and Intergovernmental Relations and Coordination Committee.
Very well, Honorable Dongo Kasana, Chairman, Legal Affairs, Labour and Intergovernmental Relations and Coordination Committee. Honorable Bogo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is a report of the Committee of Legal Affairs, Labour, Intergovernmental Relations and Coordination on the annual report of the operations of the Office
members
of the County Attorney for the financial year 23-24. And I'm not the chair. I'm only standing for my able chair, Honorable Kasana, and I table the report.
The report having been duly tabled, the same shall be processed as directed by the House Business Committee, pursuant to Standing Order 157, 5D. Next order.
Still under the same order, Mr. Speaker, There is a paper to be laid by the Honorable Paul Ngeshe Wambaire, the Chairperson, Committee on Health Services.
Honorable Deji, for Chairman, Health Services. Order, members. Matimo, order. Honorable Deji.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Unlike the Education Committee, which is a bit disorganized, I'm standing on behalf of my chair, Paul Ngeshe Wambaire, to present a very agreed report. Mr. Speaker, I'll start by the JM by a report.
Honorable member, do you have a report or a preliminary report?
A preliminary report,
Okay.
which says the report of the Committee on Health Services on the Engineer County Level 4 Hospital quarterly report and financial statements for the period ended March 31st, 2025. B, the report of the Committee of Health on Health Services on the JM Memorial County Referral Hospital quarterly report and financial statement for the period ended March 31st, 2025. C, reports of the Committee on Health Services on the JM Kariuki Referral Level 4 Hospital quarterly report and financial statements for the period ended June 30, 2025. D, report of the Committee on Health Services on the Engineer County Level 4 Hospital quarterly report and financial statement for the period ended June 30, 2025. Notice of motion, number 6. Number 7, statements. Honorable John Gazuo Rashino, I think, Mr. Speaker, just I beg for a pardon. I'm using the wrong information, Mr. Speaker. I just pray that I use the white and black paper. Mr. Speaker, this is the status of the quarterly reports and financial statements for the JM Kariuki Hospital for the third and fourth quarterly of the financial year 2024-2025. The Committee on Health Services was duly mandated by the Honorable House to scrutinize the report on the above-mentioned reports. Since the introduction of the said reports on the committee, they have formed a significant component of the committee's agenda, and the deliberations thereon have been ongoing. It's worth noting, however, that the annual report, having been duly tabled in this Honorable House on Tuesday, the 23rd of September, 2025, now provides a consolidated overview of all proceedings quarterly reports for the reporting year. In light of this development, Mr. Speaker, and in the accordance with the committee's duties to conduct a thorough and comprehensive analysis of matters within the purview, the committee considers it prudent to prioritize the review of the said annual report, which effectively subsumes the content of the individual quarterly reports. Mr. Speaker, the committee further wishes to assure the House of its unwavering commitment to the executing its mandate with the utmost diligence, objectivity, and regard for the importance of the subject matter. Accordingly, Mr. Speaker, and in view of the foregoing, the committee respectively seeks the indulgence and for unfavorable consideration of this Honorable House to grant an extension of 120 days from the day hereof. This extension will afford the committee to sufficient time to interrogate the contents of the annual report comprehensively, consult relevant stakeholders where necessary, and prepare a detailed and informed report for the tabling before this House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. That is pertaining to the JM. Mr. Speaker, if I may be allowed, I may as well as give the status of the quarterly reports and the financial statement for the Engineer County Hospital for the third and fourth quarterly of the 24 financial year 2025. Mr. Speaker, the Committee on Health Services was duly mandated by this Honorable House to scrutinize and report on the above mentioned reports. Since the introduction of the said reports on the committee, they have formed a significant component of the committee's agenda. The deliberations thereon have been ongoing. It's worth noting, however, that the annual report having been duly tabled in this Honorable House on Tuesday, 23rd of September 2025, now provides a consolidated overview of the preceding quarterly reports for the reporting year. In light of the development and in accordance with the committee's duty to conduct a thorough and a comprehensive analysis of matters within the purview of committee, considers a prudent to prioritize the review of the said annual reports, which effectively subsumes the content of the individual quarterly reports. The committee further wishes to assure the House of its unwavering commitment to executing its mandate with the utmost diligence, objectivity, and regard for the importance of the subject matter. Accordingly, and in view of the foregoing, the committee respectively seeks the indulgence and favorable consideration of this Honorable House to grant an extension of 120 days from the date thereof. The extension report comprehensively consult relevant stakeholders, the necessary, and prepare a detailed and informed report for tabling before this House, Mr. Speaker. These have been mandated by my able chair, Honorable Geshewa Bairo from Kipepeli. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Asante sana.
Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Muhinde.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I've listened carefully to the Health Committee, and they began with a statement of how they are more organized than another committee. But, Mr. Speaker, I beg the indulgence of the House. We are talking of the quarterly report for March. That is the third quarter. That report has not been done. Then we go to the quarter report for the fourth quarter. That has not been done. Then you will need to do the annual report. Now the holistic report, which is not yet even within the committee. And Mr. Speaker, these reports again will come to us in the Special Funds Committee as a House. We have now to deal with the audit reports, which are out. We are looking at the quarterly reports and financial statements, yet the audit report is now out, Mr. Speaker. So granting that committee 120 days will be a very huge mistake, because there will be no chronology in the way we are able to deal with these statements. I believe, Mr. Speaker, seeing the seriousness that this House is taking its business, And seeing that the health committee has slept on, especially the third quarter report, because this is from March 21st. We are in September. Mr. Speaker, the maximum this committee can be granted is 30 days to deal with this matter so that we can go to the next issues affecting our hospitals.
Honorable Deji.
Mr. Speaker, this is a committee which has a lot of work to do, and we don't dispute that the work is more for us, and we are saying it is better to be slow but very sure to give what is supposed to be brought in this honorable house. Thank you. So I just beg Honorable Muhindi, you give us time, we shall give the due report.
Honorable Mogi Ashoke, member of Engineer Ward.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I just want to add to what our representative have just put forward. It is good to note that there was a rejoinder that was put by the chair of finance of budget yesterday. These reports that features the financial component, we have a way we are sharing the officers from the Department of Budget. It is becoming a bit constraining because all of us are depending with them. In our last meeting, which our representative have indicated, we found, we have actually looked significantly at quite a number of them, but we found it is sort of defeating to come up with the piecemeals, and the reason why we agreed on the consolidated report. I have therefore urged the House to consider 120 days on the basis that the team that is assisting us, because some of these things are a little technical, have spread themselves a little. But we promise that we are going to give an extremely comprehensive report to this effect, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Nyandarua.
Honorable Speaker, I have heard what Honorable Muhidi have stated. And sometimes, Honorable Speaker, is good. Other than defending yourself, or rather your committee, look at what chronologically should be done. What should be done first, and then going forward, what will be next. Honorable Speaker, the report was entitled to come out even before or within the month of March, or either the April. Now we are heading to September. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Muhidi has stated about the audit report, which should now carry after. You see the quagmire that was there at the Senate, and our governor was in a very awkward situation that this House has a parallel committee, let me not call it, a replica committee of PICPAC, which should be having a report being approved by this honorable House after scrutinizing the Auditor General report. Honorable Speaker, the governor now is heading to the Senate because they are doing their mandate before the report has been brought to this honorable House. The same case applies. We should be very keen, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, we have a very able cleric office. The office of clerk is very able with the clerks, and they can be able to burn the midnight oil, Honorable Speaker. Following the tracker, the Committee of the Implementation, Honorable Speaker, should do their work. Honorable Speaker, I would request you to make a ruling, Honorable Speaker, in regard to the same, Honorable Speaker, because if you be able to do a search, it will be just the same way, the same song that we normally do in this honorable House, without following the due process of the law and the procedures of the House. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Matimo.
Mr. Speaker, on your rulings yesterday in matters pertaining to various committees, one of the things that we agreed upon is we shall not push most of the businesses to next year. Considering the 120 days that Honorable Denji is requesting, is taking us all the way to next year after the long recess, Mr. Speaker. And I think one of the things, or one of the rulings that you made yesterday, is everything should be done within 70 days. We humbly request that, Mr. Speaker, even the same committee be taken through the same, that all the businesses be done within this session of the Assembly, which is this particular session that we are in, within 70 days. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Members. I've listened to Honourable Matimo, Honourable Ednut,
Honourable Speaker.
Honourable Sakale Jeru.
Yes, Honourable Speaker, I think even without reprimanding the committee, it has come to my attention that this is a very serious issue pertaining to the financial statements, bearing in mind that some of the departments have been submitting these reports very late. Whereas these, some of these financial statements, Honourable Speaker, should inform the next budget making process, Honourable Speaker. I don't know how we are going to address the issue, but I think it's the high time. The Committee on Implementation, Honourable Speaker, should now wake up and reprimand, Honourable Speaker, the departments, so that notwithstanding the amount of time a chairman may request, because it is dependent on when even the matter was brought before the committee. On issues to do with the on health committee, Honourable Speaker, there is a very serious issue affecting our health centers. Remember, we have the facility improvement financing bill, and there is an attempt, and there is even a letter from the CEC Finance with an attempt, Honourable Speaker, to then consolidate the bank accounts for the facilities so that they can draw money from one account, Honourable Speaker. And it is even against the bill, Honourable Speaker. So I'm calling upon some of these issues, they be brought in the floor of this House as matters of county importance, Honourable Speaker, so that we can first of all share of any other business and deal with issues affecting the same. We tried to discuss the issue at another level in the Finance Committee, though it's not a matter squarely on our jurisdiction, Honourable Speaker, but we are having a lot of issues, ranging from budgeting, ranging from procurement, and the audit, Honourable Speaker. And all these are premised in the mother department, the Department of Finance, Honourable Speaker. I think we have an issue, and it is a very serious issue. So, as far as we had the same problem, the report for the financial statement for the second quarter is being submitted together for the other quarter, Honourable Speaker. It does not make any sense. So, as you make your ruling, kindly guide on how we should deal with the issues so that the same is considered at the required time.
Thank you, Honourable Members. I've listened to your sentiments and observing the time, noting that our long recess will commence after 70 days. So that means, Honourable Deji and your committee, you are telling us about 120 days. So you are telling us you'll be able to provide this House with a report by March next year. So I direct like this, that yes, we know that you have a backlog. We know our staff are constrained. From the office of the Speaker, I direct the office of the clerk to facilitate honourable members so that they can be able to bring this report within 60 days. Now, not only the health committee, even the rest of the committees, they be facilitated. They write their report so that they can be able to bring those reports to this House within 60 days. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion. Order number 7, statements. Mr. Speaker, sir, there is a statement response to be issued by the Honorable John Duogashino, Chairperson, Committee on Lands, Physical Planning and Urban Development.
Very well. Honorable John Gashino, Chairperson on Land, Physical Planning, Housing and Urban Development. Honorable Esther.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I wish to give a progress report on the statement regarding the county database of all public and private parcels of land. Mr. Speaker, the Committee on Lands, Physical Planning, Housing and Urban Development has been actively considering the statement sought by Honorable Catherine Nyawira Madenge, the Honorable Member for Kirita Ward, concerning the establishment and status of a comprehensive county database encompassing public and private parcels of land. In executing its oversight mandate, the committee has convened a series of deliberative meetings on the matter, and following these engagements, the committee resolved to seek further clarification and detailed information from the Department of Lands, Physical Planning, Housing and Urban Development. A formal request was accordingly communicated to the department. Honorable Speaker, as of the date of this communication, the department is yet to respond to the committee's request and has not yet provided the requisite information. And as such, the committee is currently unable to prepare or present a comprehensive report for consideration by this Honorable House. Nonetheless, the committee remains steadfast in its commitment to upholding its oversight responsibilities and to ensuring that a comprehensive, accurate, and evidence-based report is ultimately submitted to this House. In view of the foregoing, I respectfully seek the indulgence of this Honorable House to grant the committee an additional period of 21 days to enable further engagement with the department and to chart an appropriate course of action in this important matter. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Esther. On behalf of the Chairman, Lands and Physical Planning, Honorable John Gashino, the response having duly paid, the seeker of statement, Honorable Catherine Nyawira Madenge, are you satisfied with the response? That means she's absent. Honorable members, are you comfortable? The House it seems is comfortable. The matter less at that. Next order.
Order number 8, motions and bills. Mr. Speaker, sir, there is a motion to be moved by the Honorable Edna Dwabogo Kengori, the Chairperson, Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution.
Honorable Edna Dwabogo Kengori, Chairperson, Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. If you can allow, I can move the motion where I stand.
It's okay.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move the following motion that this House does adopt the report of the Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution on the approval for the nomination of Mr. Henry Kimani Kongo as the Chief Officer for Public Administration and Devolution, as a report of the House and the recommendation therein as the resolution of the House. Honorable Speaker, the Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution burned the midnight oil, Honorable Speaker, to ensure the report is ready today, Honorable Speaker, after having back and forth from the executive seeking for some document, Mr. Speaker, which were furnished to this to the prince through the office of the clerk, Honorable Speaker, by the county secretary. And then, Honorable Speaker, the sitting that we had, Honorable Speaker, after a long recess was yesterday. And Honorable Speaker, due to that effect, Honorable Speaker, that's when, Honorable Speaker, in the morning, with your indulgence, Honorable Speaker, we came out with a supplementary notice paper which, Mr. Speaker, had allowed the committee to table the report to this Honorable House for approval. And I wish to recommend them, Honorable Speaker, to what they have done. I really appreciate the governor, what he has done, Honorable Speaker, to ensure that he has brought one who is the son of the soil in this county, held in the ward called Kajwere Ridge ward, Honorable Speaker, where the chairman of the Lands and Physical Planning is elected. Honorable Speaker, I like to contribute to this important motion on the nomination of Honorable Mr. Henry Kimani Kungu on the nomination of as a chief officer for the public administration and devolution. This is a nominee whose career in the Minister of the Interior and the National Security, Honorable Speaker, has been marked at dedication, discipline, and effectiveness. Honorable Speaker, from the report, 2 weeks prior to the nomination by the governor, the nominee was appointed as the Deputy County Commissioner in the Ministry of the Interior and National Administration. That indicates that the person is so effective in the leadership. He has walked through the ranks of the public service, acquiring both practical experience and institutional knowledge that are directly relevant to this office. Honorable Speaker, we all know that the Interior administration was the backbone of the government coordination. At the grassroots, and this nominee was part of the system. He therefore understood how to work with the communities, how to coordinate intergovernmental function, and how to enforce discipline in the public service. These are the exact skills that our county needs to strengthen devolution and ensure that service reach our people in a timely and effective manner. Honorable Speaker, the guy demonstrated during the vetting time that he has all the skills and experience that entailed in that docket. Importantly, Honorable Speaker, the nominee brings not only experience but also a record of integrity and commitment to the value of public service. In this era, where counties must work hand in hand with the national government agencies, such as background in an asset is an asset, he is well placed to bridge the two levels of government and to ensure smooth cooperation in matters of administration, security, and development. So therefore, Honorable Speaker, I would seek this Honorable House that they support the approval of one Henry Kimani Kungu as a Chief Officer for Public Administration and Devolution. And with those few remarks, Honorable Speaker, I beg to call Honorable Adongo to second the motion.
Honorable Peter Kamau Adongo.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And as a member of this committee, I can ascertain actually what my able chair has said about the nominee for the position of Chief Officer in the Department of Public Service and Devolution. And actually, I think he's the most suited person to hold such a position. Honorable Speaker, it excited me that this is a person who has grown from being a chief. He believed in himself and was appointed as an ACC. And by the time he was being given this job, he had already been appointed to become a DCC, that is Deputy County Commissioner. Another issue, Honorable Speaker, as a resident of this county, I have been going around for issues maybe accompanying even the honorable members. Even before he had been nominated, I've seen him in public functions, so dedicated to the cause of the people. And I believe when he gets this opportunity to serve the people of Nyandarua, the same vigor he has had, the same energy he has been employing in matters concerning his area, which is Kajwiri, now he'll be able to replicate it in the 25 wards. And with those many few remarks, Honorable Speaker, as I second his the report which we have made as a committee, I say he is the best choice. When we sat as a committee and heard what he had for this county. Very passionate, Honorable Speaker. I second.
Thank you, honorable members. The motion having been duly moved and seconded, I propose the question, which is that this House does adopt the report of the Committee on Public Administration and Devolution on the approval for the nomination of Henry Kimani Kungu as Chief Officer for Public Administration and Devolution as a report of the House, and recommendation therein as a resolution of the House. Honorable Sakari.
Yes, Honorable Speaker, I rise to support the nominee of one Mr. Henry Kimani. And Honorable Speaker, as a member of the committee, we had an in-depth exercise together with the committee, Honorable Speaker, and as the chair has indicated, is that we only had an issue pertaining the wrong listing, and the same was rectified because we wanted to make sure that the procedure, Honorable Speaker, was duly followed. And Honorable Speaker, Mr. Henry Kimani being a public administrator and having even served in the provincial administration, is well versed about institutional bureaucracies and equally the issue to do with the, institutional politics. And Honorable Speaker, it is good that the nominee takes into consideration that one of his main responsibilities is to provide and ensure that we have a productive workforce, Honorable Speaker. And you can tell, ranging from even how staff allowances has been handled in this county, is contributing to a very demotivated workforce, Honorable Speaker. And I think, if approved, if Mr. Kimani is approved by this House, Honorable Speaker, we want to see change. And as I indicated in the previous report, Honorable Speaker, we only want to see these sons of Nyandarua, Honorable Speaker, giving service. That's all. Give service. And by that, Honorable Speaker, this government, or this county government, Honorable Speaker, will be in a position, Honorable Speaker, to serve its people, and not only to serve its people, Honorable Speaker, but even to improve their way of life and the living standards, Honorable Speaker. So I beseech my fellow colleagues that we
Moved, seconded, and also responded. I now this House does adopt the report of the Committee on Public Service and Administration and Devolution on the approval Henry Kimani Kungu as the Chief Officer for Public Administration and Devolution as a report of the House, and the recommendation therein as a resolution of this House. May those of the similar opinion say aye. Aye. May those of contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, we have exhausted the business of the day as appearing in this afternoon sittings order paper.
Honorable members, There being no other business to transact during this sitting, I now adjourn the House to Tuesday, the 30th day of September 2025 at 9:30 a.m.